Good afternoon, everyone. All right, tonight I'm going to go over creating quotes, a simple way for different vendors. I know like Expedia, you have to build your own. Carnival is pretty good. You can just use a quick quote on Carnivals. If you wanted to, Vax, you can do the same thing. You can use their quote or you can build it. It's up to you. I normally change it around and make it to where it looks like my own. Right. So I'm going to screen share. I know Jody has a training on Travefy. If you want to use Travefy, Jody has a training on Travefy already. So I'm not going to go over Travefy. I'm just going to show you Excel and Google Docs of how you can use Google Docs to create it, or if you want to get a little more into editing it and put your logo and things on it, then you can open it up in a Word document. You can open it up in a PDF file as well, but PDF, you have to pay for Adobe in order to edit it. And then it also doesn't come out right. So I would just do it. I will download it as a Word document. And that way we can edit it like that. So I'm going to start screen sharing. So the first one I'm going to go over is going to be for Carnival. Carnival is very easy. I like just using theirs because they know they're going to go on Carnival already. They already know that. They can go in and find their own rates if they want to price quote you. So there's no big deal. That's why I used the simple one on Carnival. I'm just going to walk you through. I'm just going to pick some random stuff just to show you. Now, I know Carnival used to give you a more detailed quick quote, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if something updated or if it's just been a while since I've done a cruise and I'm missing something. But also, if you got military or seniors, you can put that sometimes gives you a discount. Also, if they have a number, if they've cruised before, you can put their number here. Sometimes this gives them a good discount. So make sure you ask if they have cruised before, because that will give them a discount. So I'm just going to click just a quick click. Say I'm going to quote them on this right here. If you keep clicking, then it's going to take you over and you got to put in your guest information and stuff like that. You just want to do a quick quote real quick. Make sure it says guest view. And I mean, this is straightforward and very simple. It's going to give you where the port's at. It's going to show where they're sailing, where they go back to the port. It'll show the cruise rates. It shows the protection. You can add, which it's already here. Gratuities is already here per guest. You got to click add here. Same thing with this. Click add, click add. That's if they want protection and if they want to add this. Port fees is already there. Subtotals are here. This is very simple, very straightforward quote for this one. I don't do anything. I don't edit it because, like I said, they know they're going on Carnival. So, I mean, there's not much else I can do other than put in their number in order to get them a better deal. So I normally would email this to myself. I would add a quick note in here, given the total price, just reiterate it again, and that it includes these rates up here. It's kind of redundant to say it twice, but sometimes it helps. Sometimes you need to do that. You don't even really have to say much in the chat box. I mean, the box down here, because like I said, you already have all your information up here. Now, You can either email it to yourself or you can email it directly to them. I would just click email. It's going to say email sent. And this is what the email is going to look like. So like I said, you can copy and edit this if you want to. If you don't want to include their pictures and stuff, it's completely up to you. But I mean, it's a very straightforward quote. It gives them the information that they need. It gives them all the total right here. You go down here, your other things are added. This one's different because I already set this one up. So that's pretty much, that's how I do cruise quote for Carnival. Like I said, they know where they're going, so there's no need of me taking this off. Down here it says if they want to book to travel to contact me, you can put in the notes, which the notes don't even show up on here. This also gives them the payment schedule and their due date. So Carnival's very easy. Carnival's very straightforward. I don't put much effort into the Carnival ones. Now, the next one, say I need to do a quote through Expedia Tap. Now, if I'm doing just hotels, now what I have for this, one of the things I can use is going to be an Excel sheet. Now, I already have this Excel sheet showed up. Let me clear this out. So I have my business name here. I have my phone number, my email address. If you click on any of these links, it's going to take you to my Facebook, my Instagram, or my personal website. I got on here, make sure they know that the availability and prices can change at any time. I put the client's name here, the client's email address here. Now, depending on the client, and if I'm going to include the hotel name, if I'm not including the hotel name in the quote, which normally I don't, I will put it in white letters here or down here. And that way, if I come back to this quote, all I got to do is highlight it and I can see what hotel I quoted it for. So if I'm going to build it this way, say this is the hotel that I'm going to, I don't include the hotel name because I'm doing the work of finding it. I don't want them to just go book it or try to go find it somewhere else cheaper, because sometimes they'll just use you for research and then they move on. I don't like working for free, so I don't include names unless they pay a research fee up front. If they pay a research fee up front, then I'll include the name. If not, then I will just put pictures and give a little description. No, I'm gonna cruise lines I quickly go over because cruise lines, like I said, I just use what the cruise line gives me. I don't try to go build it. They know where they're going. They know the cruise line already that they're going to go on. The only way they're going to get a better discount is if they're a member and they use that member number, or if they find some kind of promotional thing that got sent to them. All right, so I like this. I like this option right here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted my pictures first. Anyway. Research fee I normally charge 20 or 25 for. So now I'm going to open my Excel sheet back up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this right here. General description. pretty much it for the description. Just want to give them that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this up here so I can find it later. And I'm going to paste it in this box right here. And then I'm going to turn the color white. And that way only I know it's there. And that way if I need to come back to this quote, all I got to do is click here, and actually it shows up here, but not many people know that it's in that box, so they're not going to know to look there. If they come back after I send and they say that they want the name of it, I will tell them that I have a $25 research fee. And if they would like the name of the hotel, then they can pay my research fee. I send them an invoice. Once they send me, once I send them the invoice, I then will give them the names of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is, you see down here, you got pay now and then you got pay at the property. So what I want to do is I'm going to copy this. Now I have this formatted so it automatically shows up. It automatically calculates for me. I'm going to put their dates. Their dates are April the 11th to the 17th. And it's up to you how you want to put this date. You could do it all the way, or you could just do 11/17 April. Makes it simple. And then you also want to include this in here. Sometimes it tastes right. Sometimes it don't. Now, if I'm charging a research fee, if they want the actual name of it, I will put my research fee here. Or if I'm charging a total research fee, it just depends. Make sure you put non-refundable on by your research fee. Say I'm only charging 25 for this one. Now this one has cancellation until, let's see, where's the cancellation at? It's on the other page. Now you can make a notes box down here if you want to. I normally put pictures down here. If you can fit it into this box up here, you can put free cancellation until the 11th of April, if it'll fit. Sometimes it won't fit, so I'll just put it down here. Or you can put it up here. Just depends on where you want it. And that's pretty much it. Then now I'll just put pictures. It's a very simple layout. You don't have to, I know Travify, you can make Travify look a lot different, a lot more pictures and things, and you can edit this. This is just something personally I use whenever I'm trying to do a quick quote. You'll learn that sometimes you just need a quick quote. Travify is a detailed, you can add a lot of stuff. I just need something simple. Now, if I'm including activities and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll use Travify. Now you can add activities and stuff on this one too if you wanted to. If you wanted to go pull up, if you wanted to, if they wanted additional things, you can add as many things as you want to the quote. That's what I like about that Excel sheet is I can add as much as I need to it. Do is I save my picture. So I snip that picture and I'm going to go look and try to find pictures of that bed of this. You don't want to show them pictures that's going to be something that's not what they're booking. So if you're quoting them this queen bed right here, I mean this king bed, this basic room, you don't want to go give them pictures of the penthouse because now when they get there, they're going to be expecting the penthouse whenever you put them in the cheapest room there. So you don't want to show pictures of this whenever in reality, this is what they're getting. So that's one thing to always keep in mind whenever you do these quotes is don't show them something that they're not going to get because then you're going to have angry people on your hands and your clients are not going to be very happy or come back to you. Now, if I could figure out where I saved my picture at, I will add it to this quote. Let me just do a web capture. Maybe I can do it like this quicker. Yeah, I can. It's quicker. And then this is where I would put my pictures. And however many pictures you want to put, you can put down here. You can make them bigger. You can stack them and make them smaller. I normally include like 3 or 4. Expedia is normally pretty easy to make quotes for. I would just look something else like this bathroom. And then an outside. Really only need 3. I try to make them the same size too, because my OCD won't. There we go. And then I would look for one more. Maybe of the outside or the pool or something. There's no picture of the pool here. So I would go up in all these pictures, see if I can find a pool picture. Now, there's many ways you could do a quote, many different things you can use. This is just one of the quick ways that I do for accommodations. Now, if I needed to do flights, you can also put the flights in here. If it's a flight and a hotel, just make sure you want to include everything though. So pay at the property, you want to make sure they understand that there's 24 $50. If they want the hotel room name, they got a $25 research fee, or if you're going to charge a booking service fee on the backside, included here. Now, if they want the name of the hotel and you're charging a service fee, you can change this to you're gonna give them. I would give them the 25 off of my, and then I wouldn't charge any more than 100, so 75 for this because it's so simple. If I was even charging a service fee for this, I wouldn't even charge over that because it's just too simple. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Vax next. Yeah, Vax is gonna be next. So this is how I do Expedia. Now, like I said, you can include flights in here as well. But as far as building it, this is simple. You can add your logo up here if you wanted to put your business logo. I just gave them all my links right here so they can just click on it and see. If they want to go look at my business page, they can see it. Just make sure that they know that it's subject to change, especially if there's flights involved. I can actually show you a couple of different ones that I have done. Let's see. That one was. Let's see if I can find one with flights real quick. So that's a quick way that I do Expedia, since Expedia is, they don't give you an option for a quick quote. I think I just froze my computer trying to open up the other one. Yeah, I did. Slight technical difficulties. There we go. So like this is one I did for Orlando. There wasn't really any pictures. This one is actually messed up. That's why I didn't load right. But anyway, so like Disney World and Orlando Studios, kind of the same thing. They know where they're going, so there's really no need not including the name. They know where they're going. So I would put what that room comes with. Like I said, this one's actually messed up. I don't know what happened to that one. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find one with flights in it so I can show you how adding the flights. If not, I can just go add a flight in here. Flights are pretty simple to add in. All you have to do is click and insert. So if you're booking the accommodations and the flight separately, you would just put the flight information there. Yeah, so like this one, this is a good one of the. Now this one, they did pay me my fee up front, so I did give them I gave them the flight information, the room information. So you see, this one is, what is this one? This guy wanted multiple things. So as you can see, he went from the 3rd, the 5th to the 5th. And that's kind of how I stacked it. One flight, room, one flight, room, back to Chicago. Now this one I charged up front because it was multiple places. And that's pretty much how I did a multiple destination one. Like I said, I made sure I included my dates here. I put the discount because this was discounted. All these rooms were discounted. And my fee because they did pay up front. So that's kind of how you do a multiple one. Now, no, I don't want to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all had any questions about how I just did Expedia before I move on to Vax. I was trying to keep this recording. Yeah, I can put the blank one in the chat box for you. Now, like I said, you don't have to do it. You don't have to use that. There's many different ways you can do it. You can also do it on Google Docs. You can do the same thing on Google Docs. I don't know why my computer is deciding to be slow all of a sudden. So with Google Docs, it's pretty much the same way. You can put your company name up here. Now you can build this. You can build this on here and edit it, or you can save it to your desktop and edit it as a Word document. So it's kind of up to you. I don't like these things up here, so normally I just open it in. I will download it and then just open it. So you can download it in these different ones. I'll do Microsoft. And then I'll also show you how to do it here too. So if you don't want to do this, or if you don't have Microsoft, you can just build it on Google. Google just won't let you take these out. You have to request access in order to take these things out. But you can add your logo. As you see, I started kind of working on it before I started. You can add your logo there. You can put your company name. You can include your links and stuff here. And this is the same as I did the Excel sheet. You want to do sales quote. I'll always put the quote number higher than 001. I always start at 100. That way they think that you've done a lot of them. Sometimes you do, but most times these just automatically generate to 1. So now your prepared date, you want to put that as the date that you prepared the quote. So today is December. I don't like the date like that. Expiration date, it depends. Are you doing flights or are you just doing accommodations? Accommodations normally last longer than just flights. If you're doing flights as well, I wouldn't give it any more than a day, especially during the holidays, because they will sell out pretty quick. Customer names is self-explanatory. That's the customer's information. I would just put their cell phone or their phone number and their email there. Now this is the same exact way that I did the Excel sheet. I would go over here and open up if I could find it. I would do the same exact thing. I would just copy this. Paste it here. If it'll let me. Price. Same thing. You want to do pay now, and you also want to include pay at the property. Well, I'm not very good at copying and pasting tonight, am I? I don't like using Google Docs too much. I am still learning Google Docs, but this is a quick and simple way. Something that's free. I don't know how to change this bold stuff either. Yeah, you get the point though. You're gonna go through, you're gonna edit this. It's gonna be the same way. Total, you want to make sure your total matches here. You want to do pay it property here since it's not pasting right. That was 24.50. I don't know if this looks either. But really, it's just copying and pasting. It's really all you got to do with quotes is copy and paste it. I'm just gonna say 1750. That's gonna work for me right now. And then you want to make sure that matches this. Just doing a service fee for this one. No, let's do research fee because they requested name. Now you can put one here. You can leave that blank. It depends on how you want it because if it says one up here, I'm gonna want it to say one down here. I just like consistency. And this one's a lot easier just copying, just typing it out. I can't get this one to paste right. So then you want to go add this. You want to keep a running total going down. So handy dandy calculator over here because it's been a long day and I'm tired. And I don't want y'all to think I don't know what I can't add, so I'm gonna cheat. And y'all can't see me cheating. That's why I like using my Excel sheet because this is automatically done for me. And that's it. Now this, like I said, you can take these out. You can change this to put your total here. Now terms and conditions, you don't need all this stuff at the bottom. What are you doing? You don't need any of this. All I would put on here is I would make sure that research fee is non-refundable. Right here, I don't know what is going on with my laptop. Yeah, I know. You're doing some weird stuff. Always put non-refundable by this. And then up here, you can add, like I said, their name, non-refundable. Down here for the terms and conditions, the main thing you need to put here is going to be, you can take that total out up here. Only thing you need down here is that this is subject to change. Availability and price is subject to change. And that is all you need to put down here. Because that way, whenever it changes, they know, they understand that. So that's pretty much the simple way of building in Google Docs. I don't know what is going on with my laptop right now. It is having a moment. Now you can do the same thing with Microsoft Office if this is how you want to build it, because you can save Office as as a PDF file. So if you wanted to come in and you wanted to do it this way, you could also build the same exact quote, same exact way here. Take out these terms and conditions, just change it to is subject to availability and change. Quote, same thing. You want to change your number over here. I'm not going to do this again. I just showed you on Google Docs, but this is how you can edit it. You can take out this whole last page. You don't even need that. We have any questions about the Google Doc one before I move on? Yes, you can post. So the question is, can you post it on Facebook? Yes, you can post it on Facebook. Just take out the client's information and use it blank, make it look a little nicer with some pictures and things. How many quotes do I provide? I normally do 3, and then I'll do a 4th one once I get feedback from those 3 if they don't like it. How many a week? This is just for doing the quotes for a client. You're talking about mock bookings. If you want to do mock bookings, you can do as many mock bookings as you want in a week. You can add this to your mock bookings, but typically you want to post on Facebook 3 times a day. For this one on Google Docs, no, I don't have one to share. You can just open up Google Docs and search sales quote, and this one pops up. The Excel sheet I'll share with you. This one is just one that I pulled up in Google Docs and then I save it outside. So whenever you get this, are you talking about a sample of what I just typed out here? Yeah, it'll be on the recording too. I'm gonna post this recording, so you'll be able to go back and look at it, how I did it. May want to take this out too. Now you can add pictures in there too. How do we search on Google Docs? I just type in Google Docs in the web browser, and then once I log in, it gives you um, a thing at the top. Give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up for you. And then I would just put my links, email and phone number really here, or you can put your links in there too. It's up to you. Now, if I can get this on one page, that would be nice, because I don't even need any of this down here either. Just give me the whole thing. Now, once you set this up, it's a lot easier once you set it up. Always set up you one blank one. So that way you don't have to sit here and build it every time. Have you a blank one set up and ready to go. That's what I normally do. I always keep a blank one. And that way I don't have to sit here and build it every time. Yeah, that's you talking about for Google Docs? Yeah, that's what I just did. And if you want a blank one, just take this information out. All you got to do is take this out and then save it, and that's your blank one. Did that kind of answer your question? Okay. So you're going to go over here. You're going to search sales quote. And that's what's going to pop up, a blank one. Yeah, I'm going to share I'll share my blank Excel sheet in the chat before I close it out. As far as Google Docs, the information that you need to put, just watch the video again and you'll see, because when you search Google Docs, this is what's going to show up. So then you would just need to edit this and then save it. That's because you got to delete it and then type it. Just hit the delete button and it'll take it out. And then type yours. Now, if you want it bold, like mine is on this other one, then just highlight it and type over it. So it shows up like so. So just highlight and type over it. Okay. Anything else for Google Docs? So I can get to Vax before we run over an hour? Nope. Okay. Let me do a quick one with Vax real quick. So I'm departing from New Orleans. I'm going to DXB, which is Dubai. Since I'm lonely, I'm going by myself. Going on the 10th. Normally I wouldn't have a return date, but I'll put the 18th. I'm going to add travel protection. And I'm going to search. Close this, this, this. Fax is sometimes slow too. It depends on the day. It's like my laptop. After a certain point of the day, I think it gets slow. Okay. I'm just going to pick something for the sake of time. I'm not going to be too picky with it. Yeah, it's moving really slow. Really slow. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, I don't know what happened. Let me try this again. I'm put in the chat now my Excel sheet, a blank one. Yeah, Vax uses a bunch of different vendors and companies. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna click print. Now, I normally would put, this is gonna be option 1. I would put the name of the hotel, total, whether it be for one person or for 2 people, and what it includes. So it includes flight and accommodation. If I can spell tonight. Joe, that's gonna have to be for a booking Q&A or after this. All right, so you can see you got all your information right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. I'm going to add my name. This shows they got full travel protection right here. Sometimes I do on these because they can click this link and it takes them to it. If it doesn't take them to it, then no. I'll take it out, but I'm going to show you how to take it out. And instead of emailing it, I'm going to go to preview. I'm going to go to print. I'm going to click print. And then once I click print, it's going to give me my options. I'm going to save it as a PDF file. You can save it as different things, but I'm going to save it as a PDF file. Now, once I save this as a PDF file, I'm going to save it to my quotes. Depends on how you got your stuff set up. I'm just trying not to go over an hour. So I'm just going to save it in my documents real quick. Now, so I saved it as a PDF, remember? Now this is what the PDF is going to come up as. So I'm going to take out FunJet. Now you can put your logo here if you want to, your business name. You could do that as well. This is my option. Yeah, I actually would put my business name and contact information where I just deleted that thing from. Let's see if I can, yeah, see if I can do it. Yeah, it will. Can I type over it? No. All right. right here. I'm gonna make this box bigger. I'm gonna put my information up here. Do my face. And then you put your contact information right here. Now you don't want this to run down because sometimes it'll mess up. So the number of payments, this I don't need. Total number of payments I don't need. That's just going to confuse people. But too much information is not always best. Now you see how when you delete stuff, it goes kind of wonkers. You just got to work with these little boxes and fix it. You got to take out this space. And you can move this up too if you wanted to, or you could just bring this back down. Sometimes it's easier to copy and paste these than it is to try to rework these. If you're not very good with Adobe, then I would recommend just copying and pasting it to a Word document and then turn it into a PDF. So now you got your flight information here. I'm gonna leave the flight information on this one. Now this, I'm gonna take this out. I'm going to make this look like it fits a little bit better. And I am going to move this box up. If it lets me move it up. If it doesn't move up, like so, I'm going to line it up. Sometimes it doesn't fit. Special rates. You can leave that in there. Add-ons. This gives you your add-ons. The summary is going to be 2000 here because it's just one person. It says it again. Travel protection here. So normally if it's two people, really you could take this out. You don't need the 2000 there twice because some people are going to get confused as to why they're going to think it costs more than what it does. So you're going to take this out right here. Now you can leave this box or you can just get rid of this box. It's up to you. That's fine, a little bit of space there. Or you can move it up like so. And it didn't move. That's fine. Give me my box back. Options, same thing. You see how it's saying it twice, and then they're going to think this is a whole nother charge down here. So I'm just going to delete this as well. Now this, I'm going to cut it. Where's my, there we go. I'm going to paste it. Now, like I said, you can do this in Word document if you want to. It just depends on how good you are with Adobe. Yeah, that looks better. That's more straightforward. It gives you hotel, flight, taxes and all that, and then your travel protection and your total price. You want to make sure everything is still lined up. Like I said, you can take this out if you want to, it doesn't matter. And it's very simple, very straightforward. Now this, I would attach pictures to it. I think you can actually copy and paste the pictures. I closed out the window already for Expedia, but you can copy and paste the pictures down here. Or you can go to insert right here for add image. That's all you got to do for that. Just click add image, put it there. If you want to link something, say I wanted to link my website here, I'd go to link and I could do web links, all links on page, it just depends. Add. So I would do that right here. If you wanted to, if you had your own. And they should be able to click it. Once you save it, they'll be able to click it. And that's how you do the link. And it goes for any of your social medias that you want to put up here. And then I would just save it. Like I said, you can take some of this out too if you wanted to. If you didn't want all this, flights are long to Dubai right now. So these are all clickable links. They can go look at the additional baggage charge. They can go look at terms and conditions. Up here where we took out that first part, you can put right here, prices are subject to change. Same thing. I can figure out what I was trying to type. What's this? That's pretty much it. Like I said, you can add pictures down here. You can add images at the bottom. And then you save it as a PDF file. You have any questions about how I did that? Might need some practice on Adobe or editing PDF files if you try to use that method. Okay, is there any questions on editing the VAX ones? Now the VAX ones, you can also use the Excel sheet. If you don't want to go through all the trouble of editing all this information, just use the Excel sheet. You just copy and paste it. So it depends on, oh, I closed out backs too. Oh, I closed out everything. Oh, no, I didn't. I just moved. So yeah, if you didn't want to go through all that, just to send a PDF file, all you got to do is the same thing we did before. You copy your room name. Here, let me open it back up. We are over, but that's okay. I found it. Did y'all have any questions about the PDF file? I'm gonna go quickly over the same thing for Excel sheet. Oh, okay. Let's put this down here. There we go. So this is exactly the same way we did it before. This is my blank one. As you can see, there's none of my information up here, but I would fill in all that. And the same thing if I just wanted to copy and paste this information. That's all I got to do. So I'm going to do room type. I would copy this, add it, put the amount, which one thing about when you book these with Expedia, it only is going to give you the total price. So what I'm going to do, room type, flight. This is going to be 28. I'm going to put 28 here. The dates, the 11th through the 18th. Service fee. I'm not going to do one for this one. It was simple. I would have the client's name, client's email. Again, I would take some of these pictures. Look for the pictures of the accommodations. So since the outside looks cool, I'm going to web capture it. I'm going to paste it. Now, since they have travel protection already, I'm not going to put the cancellation thing at the bottom because it's already included in the price. Now you get the idea. I would take pictures, I would snip it, I would add it on here. And that's the other way that you can do it on Vax, or you can use Travefy. But like I said, Jody already has a training on Travefy. So I'm going to stop the recording now.